do it. All right, let's get started. Good morning, beautiful morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning all over the world, wherever you're connecting from. This is Lagos, Nigeria. I want to say you are welcome to this beautiful morning edition of Wealth Secret Mindset Mentorship class. It might be night, it might be evening, it might be, like still in the afternoon in your own region. The most important thing is you are welcome to this wonderful, beautiful edition of Wealth Secret Mindset Mentorship class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very beautiful week with a very beautiful teaching series we tag, overcoming your fear. A lot of people have fears. A lot of people have some concern. A lot of people have things that bothers them. A lot of people are being subjected to the power of fear. But I'm going to tell you guys this morning, when you stay connected to what we've been teaching right from Monday to Friday, I can tell you, you're going to have something. You're going to have some techniques, some insight on how to go about, being above fear or not allowing fear to subject you or to keep you in bondage. You are welcome once again. My name is Dr. Afolabi OLATUNJI. Like one of my friend used to call it, say Afolabi OLATUNJI. All right. Well, yeah, we call it Afolabi OLATUNJI. That's the way it's been properly, rightly pronounced. I want to say you are welcome. All right. So today we're going to be building up on our weekly teaching series on how to overcome your fear, how a lot of people, a lot of destinies have been put into bondage as a result of them not being able to, go through and also tame the spirit of fear. And even I'll begin by using one of these scriptural verses, which is from the very book that, I say, I respect so much, which is the Holy Bible that said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing you need to understand is the fear of the Lord. The most important thing is that you need to have the fear of the Lord. If you have that fear of the Lord, which is the only fear I think you should be, the kind of fear you need to conceive and say, if I fear him, then I'll be more wiser in my thought, in my understanding, and then I'll be able to have solution to be able to deal with all the situation, the problems, the things that I go through every single day. The truth is that in life, everybody go through fear, no matter what. Everybody goes to fear. We all goes to fear. The most important thing is how you deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. How you deal with it is what matters. Okay, I'll tell you something. Fear, like I said, it is called or referred to as false evidence appearing real. People put it before you, and that's why it's false. It looks like it's real, but sometimes it's not real. And that is why this program, this mentorship class, is designed to help you understand that it's just only false. It is how you receive it. It is how you have accepted it. It is how you have been able to, hold it and, deal with it that matters. And this morning, we're going to let you know that, going through that, you need to learn some certain techniques, some certain skills on how to be able to overcome your fear. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that is very key is that we all have fear. And the truth is that we're going to hurt some people. We're going to hurt some folks. You're going to step on toes as a result of this. And that's no doubt, to get to your higher places in life, people are going to, hate you. People are going to push shit on you. Fear is going to come and let you know that, aren't you going to be afraid of this? Aren't you going to be afraid of that? Aren't you going to, run away from this? This is not going to work. In fact, I tell people, as you are on your path to your greatness, you're going to go through some level of fear. And it is how you deal with it that is going to make you scale through those hurdles. It is how you deal with it that is going to make you to, overcome these challenges that we call, fear or life. All right. So, but something that is very certain, that is very important, and we need to understand is that fear keeps people in bondage. Fear has collapsed many destiny. Fear has kept people from reaching to the best of their potentials in life. Fear is what we call, it is false. It's not real sometimes. It's not real. In fact, most times, every time, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. To get to your promised land, to get to the best of your potentials, you have to learn the techniques on how to deal with this fear. Now, I'll tell you something real quick. You see, fear, I want you to accept it as a fact, all right? I want you to accept it as a fact. Accept it that it is normal. But don't let it be a force to subject you. Accept it as a fact, but don't let it be a force to subject you. When something is a force, means that it's going to subject you forcefully. It's something you don't want to do, but it's going to keep you. It's going to push you to where you don't want to go. It's going to make you feel like you are nobody. It's going to make you feel that you cannot do it. That business you want to do, for example, that you are looking at, if I start it, now fear comes up and say, you cannot do it. You're not going to be able to reach it. You're not going to be able to achieve your dreams and goal. Fear is that guy that is standing and saying, you know what? I'm not going to let you get to this thing. And let me tell you something. It is a spirit. We said it 2 days ago, even yesterday. It is a spirit. So you must learn how to deal with the spirit. Fear is so dangerous that it kills everything that is beautiful inside of you. Everything that makes life worth living. Everything that makes life have a meaning and a purpose, fear will steal it. So fear is like a thief. It comes to steal it from you. And when it steals it from you, it goes to give to the person that have the confidence and that have the boldness to deal with him. So don't let fear steal your life. Don't let fear steal all the great things that you are working towards. Don't let fear deny you of the things that you hope to achieve in your journey of success. Don't let fear overcome you. Don't let fear subject you. Don't let fear keep you in prison. Don't let fear deny you of your greatness. A lot of people will look at it. You starting that profession, or maybe you're about starting your academic career, your new academic career, maybe second degree, or maybe you're doing your doctorate, or and you're about to start. Fear is going to tell you how you're going to be able to do it. In fact, yesterday I had a session with a friend of mine, and we met recently, and in the course of our discussion, and this man told me some certain things. How fear has really killed the best of him. In fact, fear almost denied him of the beautiful life that he ought to have been enjoying since 2014. And he told me, he said, Afolabi, listen, I could have been married for the past 7 years, but guess what? Even the people that came into my life, I was just being afraid of nothing. It was a private session that we had together. And this man told me, and he has everything. He has everything every lady will want to jump on. And he said, the longest relationship I've been is about 7 years. And this lady never did anything wrong. In fact, he didn't know. He said he was just being afraid that something could happen. And I said, what could happen? He couldn't really tell me what could happen. He said he's just been afraid. And I said, you're just been afraid of nothing, of none. I know that session, at the end of it all, I was able to help him realize, and I said, there is nothing you've been afraid of. You've just been afraid that you're going to lose somebody or what. And he couldn't even tell me why he's been afraid. It was yesterday. I spent almost my whole day having a session with this particular fellow. And we were talking, and in the line of talking, I made him realize, and I said, I think you are the problem. It is not this lady. It is not this. In fact, he told me another person that they did 4 years. The 7 years lady never did anything wrong. Every time he just found fault. Every time this lady kept trying to please him. Every time this lady tried to do everything that is important to make him feel happy, to make him feel like he's worthy and he's like a king, all right? You know, that is a man, and this man is just going to make him feel like you're not done anything. He said one day, he just told the lady, you know what, I'm not more interested, and nothing, for no reason. She never offended him. She never did anything. And I asked him, why are you doing this? And he told me, he said, Afolabi, I don't understand. I'm just being afraid. I said, what are you being afraid of? Is it money? And he said, it's not about the money. And guess what? It's about what? Losing her to somebody else? He said he doesn't even understand. He said he's just been afraid of the unknown. And I said, oh my God, please. At the end of that session, I made him realize, and I said, please, one of the things I want you to do for me is that, because first I made him understand that is the person that is wrong and is the cause of his problem, and is the reason why he is, because he needs to first accept that is the problem of himself, not nobody, not the ladies. He is the problem of himself. And after the session, I said, pull a call through this lady. In fact, he said, I told him, I said, in fact, don't even pull a call. Go to this lady's place, walk and drive to her place, and then give her a hug and tell her you're sorry. You know, like just take her and just tell her, I want you in my life. You know, and he said, Afolabi, I promise. Hopefully, I'm going to get that good news today. You see, that is what fear can make people go through. That is what people go through every single day. People just go through fear. And guess what? Sometimes fear has kept many people. I remember when I was working, I was in the military that time, in the Navy. And guess what? I see some of my senior, officers, like the people ahead of me. And, I see some of them, they are old and they are still in the system. Guess what? They are old and they are still in the system because of what? Because they are afraid of the unknown, because they are afraid of the outside world. They are afraid that if they leave the military, there is nothing they're going to lay their hands on. Perhaps it could be because of the way they have laid their foundation of their life, like they didn't really develop on themselves. But one of the things I realized is that I first told myself, is this the kind of life you want to live? Is this the kind of people you want to look up to? Are this the kind of set of, category of folks you want to really emulate and trail after? So I told myself, I'm going to work on myself. So I started working on myself while I was active in the service. And at the same time, I told myself, after all, the outside world is beautiful. The outside world is the reality, because guess what? While you are there, you are just collecting salary. And after the salary, you're going to go outside. You're going to retire. Whether you choose to retire, the job will retire you. Something is going to happen. And God bless you, you don't die in the course of your job. But guess what? Reality are your family. Reality are your children. Reality are the bills. Reality are the things that is outside there, where you have to go and face it. Whether you decide to stay, and I see most of them, guess what? Because they never improve on themselves, because they've allowed that fear to cripple them. And guess what? After the retirement, they are just stuck broke and they don't have any other thing. And then go have to settle for less, or maybe retire to the village and, go do some things they don't want to do. And their life becomes so miserable and their life becomes so messy. You don't want your life to be like that. You need to start embracing your fear. Accept your fear as a fact. Don't let it be a force on you. Accept it that, wow, in fact, one of the things that has propelled my understanding when growing up was that I look at the life I was living there as a fake life, and I call the outside world the reality. So that helped my understanding, and I prime my brain, it prime my mind towards like, I'm going to walk into my reality, not the fake life. And guess what? Reality is real. Reality is what you face. Reality is the bills. Reality is your family. Reality is the things you're going to meet out there. Reality is you going from one to one. Reality is your paycheck, is your income, your salary. Reality is the life you're living in. And it's very important, ladies and gentlemen. So let fear not steal your life. Let fear not steal your destiny. The only fear I want you after this program to have is the fear of the Lord. And the moment you have or conceive the fear of the Lord, guess what? It starts giving you solution, which means the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That is when you become more wiser in understanding, you become more wiser in your thoughts, you become more wiser in your thinking, And guess what? You're able to see solution, and then you embrace it, and you are more bold. You are more bolder to confront your fear. All right. So it is very important. And guess what? In the process of you getting to your greatness in life, you're gonna step on toes. You're gonna step on people. But guess what? Don't do it on purpose. Don't do it because you want to deliberately do it. Don't do it because you want to do it. Sometimes you could do it. Why? Because some people are going to give you some advice that ain't going to work for you. And guess what? That advice, if you know it's not going to work for you, then do what you know that works for you the most. In fact, one of the things that I've shared here on this program is that I tell folks here that whatever you do, make sure it is as a product of your own personal conclusion. But don't just jump into thought. Don't just jump into it. Process it. Look through it. Sometimes you need a private time to meditate. Sometimes you need to talk to your mind. Listen to your inner conversation. Listen to yourself. Sit yourself. If it's going to take you 5 minutes, 15 minutes on a day, I mean, every single day, sit yourself down. Evaluate your life. Evaluate the decision. Dissect it and look at it and say, this thing I'm about to do, is it going to work for me? Will it do this? Will it do that? So you're able to evaluate before you jump into action on those things. So ladies and gentlemen, this morning, another thing I want to encourage you is that don't let fear cripple you. Now, some of the fear some of us have is that what we are doing at the moment, we are afraid of starting all over. We are afraid of getting started in something. Let me tell you something. Don't be afraid of starting all over. You see, the moment you have the understanding, you have the mindset that, you know what, nothing is permanent. Let me tell you, the moment you have the understanding that nothing is permanent in life, it will help you to quickly, overcome some of the worries and the issues of life. To me, sometimes when I look at it, it doesn't matter. My wife knows this a lot. He said, you can take my husband to anywhere, deny him of everything that he has and everything. Trust me, he's going to start all over and he's going to get the best out of it. That is who I am. That is that is who I'm made up of. And I keep improving on these things. It doesn't matter. I just want to let myself know that I can achieve the extraordinary no matter what. So success, I was teaching yesterday, I told that same guy, I said, success does not answer to the kind of country that you are. Success does not answer to the kind of, religion that you do or you're involved in. Success does not answer to your skin color. It doesn't answer to your language. It doesn't answer to your background, whether you're black or white. It doesn't, no, that's not success. It's a global principle. It is something that when you practice it, you will become successful. When we say it's a global principle, you have to understand the laws that govern how to build a sustainable wealth. And let me tell you something, with Wealth Secret Mindset Mentorship class, that is what we have put together in a program to help you understand the best of you, to help you understand and discover the best of your potential. And I'm so excited, and alongside with my co-host, Coach Dan, and few other guests that we have on this program to help you and put you in the right direction and show you the step-by-step actions you need to take to overcome some of the things that, challenges of life. And then eventually you become unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you get this message. One of the things I practice here, I tell people, and maybe you never heard this, you're not going to see it or hear it in any book, in any dictionary. I call something the Hausa philosophy. What is Hausa philosophy? Hausa is a tribe here in Nigeria. One of the, I think we have like the 3 major tribes, Hausa, Igbo, Yorubas, all right? We have all the tribes, right? No, Hausa people believe that, they have a different philosophy, and that philosophy is different. Now, that philosophy is that they own this country. They believe that, they are the first citizen and every other person are third-class citizen or second-class citizen, all right? And that's why if they travel abroad, they don't just go to stay in abroad. Maybe they travel to study, they come back to Nigeria. Maybe they go for, the only time they travel is just maybe to go on vacation and the rest of it. And so what happened to the rest of the tribe? Now, what we do is that we want to relocate. We want to travel. We want to do this thing. And it is the fear that you're not going to have everything. It's the fear that you don't know that this country has gold. This country has diamonds. diamond. You need to claim your entitlement here. He has, as far as you are on this land, ladies and gentlemen, it is still a land flowing with milk and honey. So anywhere you are, any country you are, you can become successful. Only the thing you need to have, or the thing you need to conceive, is that you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in what you're doing. Don't let fear deny you. Don't let fear cripple you. Don't let fear make you think that your country can't do it. Don't let fear make you think that where you are or what you're doing, you can achieve the greatness. Keep at what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, make out the best out of it. Learn more, develop more, ensure that you have the right expertise in whatever thing you're doing to become the best at what you're doing. And guess what? You start seeing that fear ain't matter anyway. But let me let you know something. Fear is going to come. It can come. Fear is going to come. But accept the fear as a fact. When you hold it as a fact, don't let it be a force on you. All right. So that's where we're going to wrap up today on today's teaching. And I hope you got value for your time. And I hope today's teaching is going to help you to understand and help you to manage your fears. And eventually, then you will be ahead of it. And then you will tell that fear, you're not going to dominate my life. You're not going to keep me in prison. You're not going to keep me in bondage. I am the master of that fear. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us here this morning.